Hello and welcome to Diniz Farms. We're here with another live stream tonight. I'm looking forward to making some more progress on autumn oaks. Hopefully everyone is having a wonderful evening this evening. And let me get my chat windows all set up here, make sure I can actually see chat well tonight. And get my game going here. So we've got quite a few people in chat already. Good to see you guys. Godly Devil, always good to see the members in chat. Robert Dunlap, what's up? Pleasant View Farms in the house. How you doing, sir? John Deere for Life. Jonathan Smith, good to see you guys. Ray, it's good to see you, sir. Ty, Alex, how you guys doing? Good to see everyone. All right, so let's see if we can get the live stream going here. Get bounced over onto the desktop. Here we go. So today we're gonna be spraying, and I haven't actually used this sprayer yet, so I'm really hoping that this thing is gonna work out. However, before we spray, we're gonna need something to actually spray. So we're gonna have to hook the truck and trailer up here, I think, and run up to the shop and pick up some herbicide. So let's go ahead and get that out of the way here while we're getting everything going here. Caden, good to see you in the chat. Rowanator, how you doing? Where did I get that sprayer? That's a great question. Where did we get this sprayer? Man, I can't remember. I've had it in my mod folder for a long time now. It was on Facebook, and I can't recall the modder's name off the top of my head. Let me see if I can remember that here over the next few minutes. I should have thought of that. Either way, we're gonna get this trailer hooked up here and fold that back up. We accidentally unfolded everything, and we probably need to unload all this seed. I thought we were going to use a lot more seed planting all of our fields this year, so we've definitely overbought here. Pleasant View Farms, Godly, you guys were just talking about this. Yeah, it's funny. It was a publicly available mod. And I can't recall what it was. I've had this in my folder. I want to say it's been 6+ months. And I was going through, you know, thousands of mods that I've got sitting in a download folder somewhere, and came across that one, and I thought, oh, that'll be a perfect fit for this series. Being a 3-point mounted sprayer that'll use the Demco saddle tanks here on my 7810. I know, is it MRM? That released a different 3-point sprayer here recently, and if I'd seen that one before I put together my mod list, I probably would have downloaded that one instead and tried that one out. But I'm excited to give this one a shot. Let me pick this pallet up here. Actually, oh no, we're not going to be able to see anything in cab here. So we're gonna just unload these and toss them into this shed here real quick, and then we'll get on with the spraying. Walt Day, I was installed the mod that shows the modder's name for the mod when you're in the store. That would be a great idea. Actually, I should do that because I have so many mods that I play with, and I can't keep all of the modders' names straight most of the time. I'm horrible with names in real life, so trying to keep internet names straight is even more challenging, I find. Ryan Lunt, good to see you in the chat. Where's MRM's sprayer? MRM's sprayer is on MRM's Facebook page and or group. I can't recall if he is a page or a group. That's the struggle with Facebook, is most of the time you can get to stuff, but every once in a while you have to join the group. Who else is super excited for FS22? I am definitely excited for FS22. There's a lot of great features that I'm looking forward to. I think last live stream when we were building the farm on Lincoln Creek, which I had to redo by hand yesterday because when I upgraded to the latest version of the map, I had to start a new save. But I'm excited for the landscaping improvements and the fact that all of the placeables and the things that you want to put down on your farm, ooh, that hurt. The things that you want to put down on your farm are going to be right there and visible for you. Hang on, we've got to clear the crash counter. Let's try this one more time. There we go. All right. Well, now that we need to replace the tire on this trailer because I put a pellet tine through it, we'll get back to unloading here. Ketter, can we do a big Let's Play on the Discord on Autumn Oaks? Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be opening up this save game to multiplayer for a few reasons. One is that I'm using an ancient version of the map by now. Diniz Farms did a great job of fixing all the bugs and issues that have been reported to him, and I've done a great job of being a lazy content creator, and I have not had an opportunity to upgrade to the latest version of the map because I have to do a whole bunch of XML edits if I don't want to start a new save. And given that we're, 8 episodes into the series, I definitely don't want to do a new save right now. So we're going to deal with a few things until we get to a more convenient point for that. But I have been enjoying doing this series as live streams. The type of work lends itself well to live streaming, so I've been enjoying that quite a bit. Rowanator, what's his group called? It's MRM something or another. If you just search for MRM, FS19 and MRM on Facebook, I'm sure you'll be able to find him. So let's be done with this. Loading pallets, not my favorite job in the world. But once again, and I know I said it a few episodes back, this Bobcat's amazing. It's the first vehicle I've been able to use with any kind of efficiency when it comes to moving pallets around. So, VRs, it's the Van Riesens. Welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Sitting on the front porch enjoying a beautiful night. Yeah, it's funny, I was almost late to the stream. I was hanging out with the little one, enjoying wonderful evening here as well in Michigan. So we're gonna get this thing going here up to the shop. We're gonna buy, I don't know, I'm trying to think how much herbicide we're gonna need. We'll probably buy 4 pallets and see how far that gets us. We don't have a lot of money, and so I don't want to overdo it. The sensitivity on my pedal here is a little bit off. Wasn't sure we were gonna stop there. Rail, the Bobcat is the best thing since sliced bread. Yeah, it's definitely becoming one of my favorite mods. Oh, we're going 70. We should probably set our cruise control to help keep us within the realm of reasonable here. So we're gonna come right up here into the store, and I'm honestly not even sure where the trigger is for stuff. Actually, we need to reset our point here, so let's buy a couple pallets here. Herbicide is 528 gallons, and we can afford that. We're gonna buy 4 of these. I think that's gonna do it. Yeah, Rowanator, there's a, I think it's called the Shepherd Spray. I'm not sure. It's a 3-point mounted, it's green. It looked interesting. It has a tank on it. And we don't have anything to load pallets here, so we're gonna do this one the easy way. Because we don't have any vehicles up here. I should have loaded the Bobcat up on the trailer, I suppose. But we're just gonna get some help from the shop here to load us up real quick. No worries. And what I really need to do is probably get a nurse trailer or something on this server. There's a lot of bulk products available here on the map, but we weren't really planning to use too many of them, just because we don't need that much product. So loading it up on the trailer and hauling it around has worked just fine. And let's make sure... Oh, that's right. So I'm using the version of this trailer that doesn't actually have straps. That's the other problem. I've got to clean up a few of my mods. I've got the wrong version of a few things on this particular save, so we're going to take it real slow on the way back here to the farm. Brian, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Aiden, where did I get that skid loader from? That skid loader's on the in-game mod hub. So you can grab that right off of the Giants in-game mod hub. Colt Daniels, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Justin, welcome. Good to see ya. Yeah, Sam, sometimes it's just not worth the struggle. Sometimes bust out the super strength and move on to the next task. I do not... know of any American-style class combine mods, Aiden, although that would be something cool to try out. I've actually never used any of the class equipment from the DLC. I've got all of the DLCs. I guess that was technically the Platinum Edition of the game, but I should probably do a series at some point with that equipment, even if it is European. Maybe I'll do a series on a European map. Oh, we almost missed the driveway. This is not keeping our pallets on the trailer. Although we didn't lose anything, I guess, so... This truck is awesome. It just champs it out. I can't wait to get the final release version of this truck. I know Northwest Mods and Edits is making a lot of progress on this truck. And hopefully it'll be something that gets released here at some point soon. He said he's shooting for getting it out before FS22, and surprisingly there's, you know what, less than 3 months, or about 3 months now until FS22 comes out. So it's right around the corner. So let's see if I can load this up here. I gotta find the right tank and also see if I can get close enough, maybe. I'm trying to think. There we go. I was worried that these tanks weren't gonna work after all this effort. Pleasant View Farms, you love these trucks. Yes. Hey, Bien Reasons, you guys might have missed it. I put a fork through the tire on the trailer here when we were unloading seeds, so we're at a crash counter of 1 right now. Toby Neal, welcome to the stream. Good to see you, sir. We are just topping off the herbicide, and it looks like I need fuel, actually. So we're gonna head over here and top off the fuel. Whoa, don't want to put the tank into the trailer here, but we're gonna top off our fuel before we head out here and get spraying. I didn't have a chance to put sprayer section control on the sprayer, but it's pretty small sprayer, so I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal. Let's see if I can find the trigger here for the fuel. Maybe it's up in front. Oh, we bumped the tank. Come on. I can't seem to find the fuel trigger. Well, let's maybe I've got to get over here. I think the problem is I've got so many extra accessories here. Sometimes the wrong thing goes into the trigger first, so. F1. Let's see if we can find it. I'm almost positive that this thing is a fuel thing. Oh, there it was. Aha, we found it. Had to grab a can of Mountain Dew, missed it. Yeah, ooh, that sounds good right now. I've been craving the caffeine today. I need some caffeine, but we're sticking with this water here. ArgZ, welcome to the stream, sir. How you doing? Good to see ya. And I think I saw Legacy Ag in the chat earlier. I need to show off something that he did for me here real quick. He after the last live stream, he did something really awesome, and I was very, very appreciative here. I posted a picture of it on my Discord, but everybody will get to see it in the series here tomorrow. But he put together this awesome placeable sign for me with my logo on it and everything. This thing was epic. Epic. I love it. It's even got lights so that at nighttime it's all lit up and everything. It's beautiful. Legacy Ag, you are the man, sir. Definitely appreciate you. So we're going to be featuring this on our new farm. I actually moved it to somewhere else in the actual episode, but yeah, I was super impressed. I really liked it. I put it in a whole bunch of different places to find the best spot to show it off. So very cool, sir. Very much appreciate you. J. Joe, Billy Bob, welcome to the stream. Mick Knight Gaming, hello and welcome. Brian Oxendine, welcome to the chat, sir. Good to see you as always. We've got Randy Pepler in here as well. Good to see you, sir. RC Wyatt, hello. All right, let's see here. We've got our sprayer. It's full of fuel. It's full of herbicide. Let's get out here and spray this first field here. I think this first field was not our oat field. What's in this first field? Man, I can't even remember what we planted. I know we've got the alfalfa and triticale further down the farm here. I want to say this was either oats or something else. Oats is over here. What is it? Oh, this is our rye. That's right. All kinds of new things to grow here on this map. I have not planted rye before, so we're going to give this a shot. Charles Siders, welcome to the stream, sir. Good to see ya. Harley Quinn, welcome. Always good to see you in chat. All right, I think we're good to go. Let's see if we can figure out how to turn this thing on. Turn on additional tank. That's what I would like to do. Lower sprayer. And nope. This is I swear I tested this mod earlier today. Let's see here if I need to turn this on. It's not. Why is this not working? There we go. All right, we were just on the wrong implement. I always try and test things out before we jump into a stream, and I was like, I swear this thing was working. I was going to be very disappointed if it didn't work. So we didn't add sprayer section control here, but we do have spray coming out of our saddle tanks, which is cool. Charles Sider, Xbox One. I have not played on the Xbox One yet. While I've been laid up from my surgery, I did actually get things set up, though. And I've got the card sitting on my desk here that needs to go into my computer now to be able to live stream from the Xbox. So we've got the 4K 60 Pro purchased. It arrived, and I was trying to get it set up in an older computer so that I could have that just sitting next to my Xbox. That didn't work, so we're gonna have to put it in the main PC here. And so hopefully soon here, we're gonna be trying out this console thing. I wanna try console out before we get to the end of FS19. I think it'll be fun. Meatball, welcome to the stream, sir. It's always good to see you. Toby, you tried to post those pictures and it won't let you post. You probably haven't been active on the Discord server, so you don't have the role yet. You have to, like, I don't know, send a dozen messages over the course of a day to get the permissions to send photos, which is, it was something I put in place to kind of stop the bots that join and start spamming the server in the first few minutes. So we, hit me up. Just you can DM me, Toby. I'll see your DM, and I can grant you the role so that you can post those. Charles, yeah, I'm doing good. In fact, one of the reasons there haven't been so many videos this week is because I had a handful of follow-up appointments that I had to go to. Plus, the kids are in all of their end of summer activities, and it's just been crazy. But I probably shouldn't say it, but I'm so looking forward to them going back to school here soon. My kids go back to school at the end of the month, or I guess right after Labor Day, right? Labor Day's coming up here, and so they go back to school here very soon. And so I'm looking forward to having some peace and quiet in the house for at least a half a day here. My youngest is going for half days, 4 days a week, so. Yeah, Toby, it's, you gotta get the blue, it's, I don't know, I think I called the role active on Discord, so. Mike N, how many videos do you do a week? I was doing daily videos for a while. I'm not probably going to return to a daily schedule for a number of reasons, but there will be something coming out from me on a pretty regular basis here. So I'm actually working on putting together the schedule right now for what the, I guess, post-recovery schedule is going to be here. And I've got a few other things that are in the works that I'll be announcing next week as well. Pork chop, exactly. Yes, I am in Michigan. And, yeah, it feels funny as I think kids everywhere else have already gone back to school. All my friends that are in different states and family, all their kids have gone back to school here already. Oh, my goodness. Road Warrior 13 with the $50 super chat. Appreciate you, sir. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you as always. 2032 grad? I don't even know. I gotta think about this. He's going to preschool this year for half days, so not even in kindergarten yet. Pleasant View Farms, I'm liking the sprayer. I have two things that I would do to it if I was going to continue to use it, i.e. after this stream. One is I need to make this a little bit faster, and I need to add section control to it. Even though it's a small sprayer, I still like having section control on my sprayers. And Road Warrior 13, dude, still, I'm just gonna head back to you. Super appreciate you, man. The donations go a long way to supporting the channel, sir. Brian, you're in Michigan as well? I've got to get a Michigan user group or community get-together going here soon. We've gotta do something and meet up with the Michigan part of the community or anybody who wants to drive. And also, Pleasant View Farms, I've got to get down and visit you here soon too. You're within driving distance, so I gotta make my way down there and say howdy. But yeah, I am actually. It's funny as my wife is trying to pin me down on dates now for when I'm gonna be taking my 2-week trip here because she's planning a trip with her sister as well, and so she wants to make sure we're splitting our trips without the other significant person. So we'll see how it goes. But you know, I'm like, I don't know, with harvest-ish time, when my buddy calls me and says that they're getting close to getting out in the field, I'll give you a day or two heads up. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see. But it's most likely going to be end of October, I think, based on the area that I want to go visit. So Yeah, Brian, it's funny is there's so many people from Michigan in the community. It surprises me, and there's a lot of people that live not that far from me. So I know there's a bunch of people that I've talked to that are like, oh, you know, you mentioned something about DTE. I know exactly where that is, or, you know, et cetera, et cetera. You know, or Pine Knob for the locals. Southwest Michigan, there you go, Pork Chop. I've been through that way quite a few times. We drive out west all the time to visit family in Minnesota, so I'm a bit of a road trip kind of a guy. I prefer to hop in a car and drive for 13 hours rather than spend, you know, maybe 6 hours flying out there with the airports and everything else. Whoop. Let's try and stay in the right part of the field here at least. Yeah, Toby, exactly. I'm the kind of guy I could just, you know, jump in the car tomorrow and take a trip and be good to go. But she's planning things out. Although in her defense, her sister lives in the UK right now, so coordinating trips takes a little bit more advanced planning. Harrison Township. I'm trying to think if I know where that is. I've lived in Michigan longer than I've lived anywhere else in my life at this point, which is funny because I've lived so many different places, but I'm not super familiar with all of the towns and stuff in the area like a native might be. Kyle Ketterg from Aussie. Well, good to see you. We've got a handful of people from, we'll call it that little island over there on the other side of the world, continent. Quite a few people from Australia in the community here. Hawkyard Farms, excuse me. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I think we're gonna just continue across the road here. I'm gonna spray all these strips here with herbicide while we're here. Ever heard of the town Lake Odessa? I have. I'm trying to remember exactly where that's at. We go out to the west side of the state all the time for long weekends. She loves. We've gotten Airbnbs everywhere from, you know, Traverse City all the way down, you know, to Gary, Indiana. We stayed one time, I think. So, you know, we like to find anywhere kind of out on the west side of the state there to stay that's within an hour of the Great Lakes. North of Detroit. Well, you're probably not too far from me then, Brian. I'm up in the like Clarkston area. I used to work down in Southfield all the time, and Troy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, hopefully it's just the game that's paused and not the live stream. I'm looking up at the top here, and I can see that I'm still moving on camera, but the game appears to be totally frozen right now. Hopefully I can recover this real quick. I don't know what's going on. We're gonna Alt-Tab out and back in. St. Joe is a nice place to stay right on Lake Michigan. Nice. Yeah, my game is 100% frozen right now, which is unfortunate because I don't remember the last time I saved. Not responding. Well, thank you, Giants. So helpful. Stream is still good. Yeah, I know. At least it's just the game for once, not my internet or my power. Although I will say I did finally break down and purchase a what do you call it? A battery replacement for my UPS, because we keep losing power here, and I got tired of every time the power flickers that my computer goes down. So we're back up and running on that front. And we're going to kill this game off real quick and see if we can relaunch it. And hopefully we haven't lost too much progress here. The Minnesota drought looks better than the one in western Nebraska. Yeah, it's been interesting seeing how, seeing just how bad the drought is in some areas. We're sick of the rain here. We've had so much rain. I'm just tired of it. Yeah, Toby, it's always something with Farm Sim. Although it's funny is usually this map has been somewhat stable, although I guess now that I think about it, we did have that crash when I was mowing as well, so that's 2 here. And again, I should probably upgrade to the latest version of the map at some point. Yeah, so Pleasant View Farms, that's my plan, is to go out and get a lot of harvest videos. I think based on my own experience and interests, harvest tends to be the thing that people are most interested in. And so I figured if I can head out and get a lot of good harvest videos from different folks, that would be a really fun video compilation. Alright, let's see if we can find this tractor here. You know what? I don't know where it got left, so I was tabbing through hoping to run into it. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. We're right back at the beginning. 100% fertilizer. Alright, tell you what, we're gonna grab a different field then, just to mix things up a little bit. We'll head down here and we'll spray herbicide on the triticale because that's probably the first thing we're gonna end up harvesting. And we'll see how this goes. Oh, and we've got the same problem we did before, trying to figure out how to turn our sprayer on. There we go. Back up and get this spot. What color? Oh, I'm always hoping to run green combines, but we'll see what they've got. I know at least on the one farm that I'm going to get to visit, it's mostly John Deere equipment, so that's going to be good times. Yeah, Randy, I have the autosave on a really short timer. I think it's like 5 minutes. I just don't bring up my map very often. So, oh, and it's not actually triticale. If you look at the official pronunciation in like somewhere like dictionary.com, it is one of the most, I would say, challenging words that I've had to use on stream because it's pronounced differently. I've had like 5 or 6 different pronunciations given to me by different farmers. But if you look it up on dictionary.com, I'm almost positive it's triticale with an E on the end. But yeah, the silly autosave that doesn't exist. But yeah, Pleasant View Farms and I went back and forth on this a couple of times as well, so I had to quote him with the actual phonetic that I found online. But it's one of those like anything else, there's probably 5 right ways to say it. Banks Sinatra, welcome to the chat. It's good to see you. Max and Ray Farms, welcome. Good to see you guys as well. That's the way Star Trek says it. Yeah, I think a lot of people out west tend to do the triticale as well. I think it was Derry in our chat, one of the staff members out in Washington State says it that way as well. Yeah, triticale I've heard as well. It's funny, there's so many different ways to attack that one. And yeah, the autosave that isn't here, so the triticale. I love when you add the in front of it. Troubles with Tribbles. One of my favorite classic episodes. Triticale. There you go. We've got phonetics here. Have I ever played on the Griffin, Indiana map? I don't think I did a series on it. I want to say I probably downloaded it and taken a look at it at some point, but it didn't make its way into a series. I want to say, isn't the Farm Sim guy, didn't he do a series on that map? I'm not sure now. Oh man, this field is just slightly wider than my sprayer here. We're gonna take the best of both sides there and call it good enough though, because it's just the herbicide and weeds aren't that bad. And I could probably not crowd quite so close to the edge of the field here. Yeah, it's funny, there's so many great maps for Farm Sim 19 that I haven't gotten a chance to play yet. We're gonna need to keep going. I had the, before I went down for surgery and everything, I had the idea to do the multiplayer custom farming series and just play a new map every week. So we might have to get back to that at some point. Hawkyard, do I have any plans to stream FSN? I'm going to say at this point, probably not. The main reason, and I don't have anything against FSN. I had a lot of fun when I played on FSN. But you've got to play every day just about to keep up with a farm on that. Because it runs in real time and it keeps going. And I guess, I mean, you could pick up a smaller farm and not take on as much stuff. But I don't know, I had a hard time keeping up with FSN and keeping up with my normal content. I think the biggest problem for me with FSN is that I found the mods very limiting, and so while it's a very realistic gaming experience in that there's seasons and there's a lot of other elements that add realism, I also kind of struggled with being forced to use, you know, non-US mods, you know, use European style equipment or just whatever was there. And so that part kind of turned me off to running series on it for some reason. That, and to be honest, the videos just didn't do nearly as well. People didn't seem to be quite as interested in the FSN aspect of FSN. So maybe at some point I'll go back to it, but it's not on the near future list. But I loved it. I love the platform. I love the people. Had a blast over there. Hanging out with everybody, so I would love to get back into it at some point. Perma's modding, welcome to the stream, it's good to see you. A little late today to the stream, went to an interview and got home. Nice. Nice. Hopefully it went well for you, sir. Whoa, we almost hit that fence. Probably shouldn't be turning our sprayer around on the road here, but probably shouldn't be spraying the road. We'll turn a blind eye there. You guys are starting to chop corn next week, Max and Ray Farms? Nice. Yeah, I saw a video from a farmer down in, oh, where was it? Alabama, maybe? Where they're already harvesting their corn, like, last week. Or, you know, maybe early this week. And I'd never seen anybody harvest corn, like with the stalks and stuff were still green, and it's not, they weren't doing silage. They were, you know, like doing normal corn harvest. It was really bizarre. You know, you still had green, the stalks and the leaves and stuff were still, you know, various shades of green, but he was getting 4% corn. So that was interesting. It definitely goes to show you how different things can be in different parts of the world, because I remember when I looked at, there was it the UMRV map, I think, the corn texture, I was like, there's too much green here, like, why isn't it dead yet? You shouldn't be harvesting it. And you then you see videos like that, real life videos that support that, you know, it's not like it is up in the northern Midwest here where I farm all the time. So, oh, nice, Permas. Hiring packet all on the way already. Yeah, it's always good to put a little money in the pocket and pay off a little bit of outstanding loans or debt. College was a lot of fun and an important part of my life. I'm not sure I'd want to go back at this point, though. Yeah, it was higher than what I was used to as well, Toby. You know, like, we would never have harvested at 24%, but he seemed to think it was high, but not high enough that he stopped harvesting. So I was kind of curious. I can't remember what the name of the channel is now, so I gotta go back and look at my history, and I'm definitely gonna be linking that out to some people and talking about that a little bit more, because it was so different than, you know, what I'm used to seeing when we harvested corn in, you know, Minnesota. So we're gonna hit all these little fields over here on this side of the map, I think, as long as we're over here, or this side of the farm. But Max and Ray Farms, yeah, early this year because of the drought. Yeah, that makes sense. That, Randy, that's what I'm trying to figure out, but he wasn't chopping it. He was harvesting it in a normal combine. But it might have been to crack and mix into rations for feed, because the other part of the video was him spraying a hay field that he was having a hard time. Triple R Farms, there you are, Edward. That is the name of the video I watched. So, yeah, so I got about halfway through the video, was really impressed with how green the corn was and the fact that he was even harvesting it. And I'm really curious to see where that goes. So I need to figure out what this wet corn is getting used for. But yeah, that's what I remember, Toby, is like 18% was that magic number. Ah, there's a hurricane coming. That would get me out harvesting corn early. I would harvest 24% if I knew a hurricane was coming. Brendan, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Yeah, Daniel, it's funny. It popped up in my stream as a video that other people, or, you know, other viewers of my channel watch. And so I've been checking out some of these other real-life farming channels to, you know, learn. I love learning about how farming is done in different parts of the country and world. And also just, you know, gets me thinking about, you know, if people that watch my content are interested in some of these other channels, maybe there's something to be learned here. Robert, you're getting McDonald's. I don't remember the last time I had McDonald's. High moisture corn is for distillers grain. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just curious to see how it works out. Like, you know, he seemed to have a pretty interesting farm operation. Hey, Scott George, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. All right, let's see here. Now, I'm going to have a little bit harder time seeing where I've sprayed here. And we don't have sprayer section control, so I might actually use GPS here, since this is a relatively normal field for this farm. So let's see if I can set up something like this. Oops, didn't go far enough yet. There, we're gonna do that. It's an angled field, so we'll have to turn this off here in a second and whip back around, but needed a quick something to eat while watching the stream. Yeah, it's funny, my teenager always gets all these like snack foods that he likes to have in the house when he's getting home from school or what have you, and I find myself snacking on those on a regular basis. He's got these lunchable, like, peanut butter and jelly sandwich things that are in the freezer. And I think you're supposed to, like, let them thaw out for a while before you eat them, you know, so that it's like eating a peanut butter and jelly, but I just eat them frozen. It's good times. Mike, and my videos help you out a lot. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've got a couple of tutorial videos in mind here that I'm working on in the background. Tutorial content takes a lot longer than a normal video for me to put together. And, you know, I think mod reviews and stuff like that do as well. So, you know, I try to do a good job when I go through those things, but sometimes I'm not always sure it pays off, so. Uncrushable's the best. Gotta eat them like a popsicle. There you go. So tomorrow, though, we'll be launching a new series on Lincoln Creek, finally. I've been working on that map and putting together that series for a couple of weeks now, and stuff just keeps popping up that causes me some issues. I was actually trying to edit a mod for it today and got so hung up in that and realized that if I didn't stop playing with the mod, I wouldn't get the video out for tomorrow, so we stopped goofing off, and we'll put that off for at some point later in the series. But I've got a couple of different mod editing type things in the works that I've been working on, and as well as a brand new from scratch mod that I've been working on. Although I'm coming to the conclusion that I might not have the skills necessary to finish that, so I might have to find somebody to pawn that off on at some point if I want to see it get released before FS22. Eli, what Seasons Geo am I using? So this map comes with a built-in Seasons Geo because there are new crop types here on the map. And so Diniz Farms has created a custom geo for the map here that you can use. And in fact, you would have to use unless you didn't plan on using any of those crop types, or you added those crop types to your own geo. But I highly recommend, yeah, Pleasant View Farms beat me to the punch. I highly recommend don't try to use a different geo when there's one built into the map. It does weird things in my experience. Daniel, you've got a pair of 16-year-old girls that always bringing home cookies and donuts. Yeah, that's the, you know, it's hard not to get a good dad bod going on with the teenagers especially. My son is 16 years old as well, and he actually made dinner tonight, which was impressive. But he made a gumbo, which was really good, but it makes trying to get back onto a diet here somewhat difficult. I'm looking over at the screen. You guys will have to let me know if the stream starts to get a little bit choppy. I got just a couple of notifications over on my window here that I'm keeping an eye out, so. Man, Reasons, it's always good to see you guys in the stream. Have a good evening. We'll catch you next time. Yeah, Eli, Pleasant View Farms has got you covered here, but the geo is, when a geo is built into a map, it's not a separate file. It's actually built right into the map itself. So all you have to do is put seasons in and start the game up, and you'll see the custom geo when you're in the game. Finally got anhydrous ammonia on Flint Hills. Flint Hills has had anhydrous ammonia. JS Mapping added anhydrous ammonia to Flint Hills a long time ago now. We're hitting this, yep. Sometimes it's hard to tell at certain angles if the spray is actually going down. We're starting to run low on herbicide, though. I think we bought way more than we needed. Again, it seems to be a common theme on this particular save, but we are going to have enough. Pleasant View Farms, heading to bed. Have a good one, sir. It's always good to have you in the stream. Hope you're having a great week, and I'm sure I'll talk to you tomorrow. Xavier, am I ever going to make a video on Lincoln Creek? We were just talking about that earlier. It is coming tomorrow. I've already recorded it, and I've done most of the editing. I got to wrap that up tonight or tomorrow morning, and the video will post tomorrow. Perma's going back in relation to the Lincoln Creek series. Have a chance to test out any of those bin packs? I haven't yet. You sent them to me this morning after I'd already rebuilt my farm, so I'm gonna go back and maybe swap some of those in and see how they work out. I'm looking forward to it. Perma's has always got the uber cool mods to test out for me, so looking forward to seeing what he's got cooking here with making these bin packs placeable. And with the GTX scripts added, which is going to be cool. Yeah, we've got, in fact, if I go back here to the Lincoln Creek discussion, I think I've got a button for this. Gotta hurry before we get to the end. I've already got the thumbnail pulled together and everything for it, so we've got the farm ready to go. Parker Ellis, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Permas, a couple of those were fairly large from a file size perspective, so I will have to take a look at those and let you know if I find any problems. Let's see here now, because the game crashed out, we're going to save now, which is probably a good thing. Where did I leave off on spraying the weeds? I think we need to, whoa, get back out of this field. I think we did this triticale, but I haven't done the alfalfa or anything past that because of the mid-stream crash here. So we're gonna hop over here. I'm not gonna bother putting anything on this messed up alfalfa field because this field is all kinds of messed up. So I'm not gonna waste the money or the product here. I'm not expecting much yield off of that field anyway. And we're gonna finish spraying out this strip again. And then we'll be probably pretty close to low on herbicide here. We're gonna have to bring that trailer out here, I think, to reload here at some point. Yeah, Permas, I think for me at least, you know, the one I always like to make sure I add is the dry corn. But 100,000 bushels is quite a bit of storage. That's going to be a fairly decent sized bin, I suspect. And that's, I love seeing all of the realistic bins coming out with the GTX script so that you can only put one crop type at a time in, and then also seeing, you know, that they're set up with realistic sizes. That's been pretty awesome as well. David Richards, what's going on? We are spraying herbicide here on all of our fields. In fact, we're doing it for the second time on this particular field. We had a little bit of a technical hiccup earlier in the stream. And I guess I should mention, I don't think I've got the link. I've got a link now on my YouTube page, and moving forward, I will have links in the descriptions of my videos. But I am now officially partnered with Gportal, which is who I've been using for all of my multiplayer servers for the community. And so as a result of that, we're going to be seeing a few more multiplayer servers pop back up on the community here, and be doing a few different things with the multiplayer side of things. I do have a reference code. It's Diniz Farms, so if you're looking to host a multiplayer farm sim server and you use G-Portal, you can use the Diniz Farms code at checkout and save 5% on your servers, which is kind of cool. And that also goes to supporting the channel. Horseplay is only filling the front hopper on a delivery loop. Any ideas? So are you using like a double hopper semi-trailer? Is that what you're trying to do? And you're trying to take corn from a bin and take it somewhere else? I've almost always used auto drive for my delivery stuff. Like for the last year, I think I pretty much have switched over to using auto drive to take corn or, you know, grain or whatever from the bins to the sell points. Oh, and we ran out of spray. I was kind of hoping to make it down and back. I wasn't really watching. We're going to run this back up here to the road and then bring that, well, we'll just run it back up to the farm. We're pretty close. And get some more herbicide here. Yeah, you're trying to sell grain. I think for me, the trick was always making sure to place the point for Horseplay or auto drive. I think it's the same for both. Far enough forward that it would get both hoppers. Yeah, the auger that I've got right now, I've got the 160, and that thing is a monster. It's super tall. So I think that 160 would work out pretty well there. I'm trying to remember where I've got that. It's a Westfield auger that is really, really tall. So this one is not that tall, right? Oops, whoops, whoops. Don't crash into anything here, please. So this is the W130 Westfield, and this will go up for a lot of bins, but it won't go high enough for some of the really tall ones. I've got a different one that's even bigger than this one. And that one would definitely hit some of those taller bins. Let's see. I'm looking for the saddle tanks here. Guess if I turn this on, I might see it. I don't think it's the front one. I think it's this one. There we go. It's always hard to find the triggers with some of these mods. All right, so we're all full. So this one that's right here, which is a pretty tall auger, is one that Diniz Farms edited and released both on his Facebook page and his website. And it covers most bins. Like, I don't have it in the tallest configuration here. You can get this one to go quite a bit taller than that. And so that's my go-to auger these days. So you can get that one from Diniz Farms on his website. In fact, I think he just posted on Facebook that he completely redid his website today, which I haven't had a chance to look at it, but it seemed like it was pretty good based on the pictures he posted. And then there's another one that's also a Westfield auger that's even bigger than that, and I don't know where that one came from. I want to say somebody sent me a copy of that one, so I don't have the original link for it. I think that one's a 130 footer. There's a 160 footer floating around somewhere as well. And then I know Robin sent me a Westfield unload auger as well that I showed off in the Lincoln Creek live stream. And that was kind of a cool mod. Although this one that we've got on this farm here, on this little can farm or whatever it's called, Can Agro, that's a really nice auger. Justin over on Northwest Mods and Edits, Jonathan, I'm sorry, over on Northwest Mods and Edits, he released an edit to it that's pretty slick as well. Adds a few little features to it. But I think the Farm King is the same length. I'm not sure, Toby. It might be a reskin, but it's also been made longer, so I'm not sure. I'm catching up on chat here. I think I missed a message somewhere. He needs to add some of his mods to it, like the augers and his new manure spreader, Mandinka roller. Yeah. No, I assume you're talking about Diniz Farms' page. Yeah, the Farm King that I've had isn't any longer, I don't feel like, than this Westfield. It might supposed to be, but if I come in here, maybe it is a little longer, but this is the 1395. I don't know how long that's supposed to be, but it's nowhere near as long as the other one. So Mega's Farm, welcome to the stream. Always good to see you, sir. We're almost done with this spraying. It's going really well. I think this sprayer is the right size for the farm. I just want it to go a couple miles an hour faster, and I think I'd be happy. Get out of the trees here. Guess we're a little bit zoomed out here. I forget what we were doing that I felt like we needed to be that zoomed out. I'm still really liking this tractor, though. This has been a good fit for this farm. Hey, it's Buck. Welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. These Demco side tanks, though. We had a set almost identical to these when I was on the farm, so it always brings back the memories. And that was one time where in real life I actually drove a little bit like Farm Sim. I managed to run into something with one of the saddle tanks one time and ended up spending a day trying to bend the bracket back into place so that the saddle tank wasn't rubbing on the tire. So let's see here. We've got one more strip down here that we need to tackle. And then we've got, I think the ride needs to be redone if I'm not mistaken. That was the first one we did last time. There we go. We had Chem Takes on Your Case 9230 four-wheel drive plant corn. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into this Lincoln Creek series. I've got a bunch of the newer case mods, and Carl Farms has done an awesome job with his chemical tanks here that he's got out for a bunch of his different tractors. So I'm looking forward to running with those on that series. That should be fun. And I am continuing to hope that Custom Modding is going to put out their update to the case planter that they've got out. I would love to have the slightly larger planter because we are going to run about 250 acres on Lincoln Creek to start with, which, you know, isn't a lot, but by Farm Sim standards, it's a few good-sized fields. So jobs are going to take an hour or two on average. Especially with some of the smaller equipment. So we'll be doing a lot of multitasking and trying to run multiple sets of things in different fields and keep things moving, I think, in that series. So I'm really looking forward to jumping into that tomorrow. I say tomorrow, I've already recorded the episode, but for everybody else's sake, it'll be out some point tomorrow. So let's see here. We've got the cornfield here to do, but I'm going to save that one for last. I want to run up here and do our last contour up here, just to knock that out. And I guess as long as I'm thinking about the reason why... Ooh, this must be a new game that's not set up on 5 minutes. Here we go. 5 minutes. Save. Oh, we're going to crash into that tree if I don't get out of the menu. Right now you're doing 1,000 beef cows with 150 acres on Lincoln Creek. That's a good amount of cows. That'll keep you busy. I think we've got 22 dairy cows here. I think I'm actually planning to get a few more here soon. I wanted to space them out so that we didn't have everything hitting the same stage all at the same time. Toby, has anyone heard from Sid? Sid actually posted this evening. He put a post out on Facebook. He's been busy. He's working 2 jobs right now, he said. So he's still working on stuff, but he said it's gonna be a bit. Although he said he did make some improvements and fix some bugs recently here. So I'll be kind of curious to see when those come out, but it didn't necessarily sound like it was gonna be soon. Buck, you had the same rig as I'm spraying pre-emerge on your sugar cane after we'd shaved the top in early spring. Nice. Yeah, this has been a fun setup for sure. DJ Remmers, good to see you in the chat. What do you got 6 cows for, Toby? 6 is a weird number of cows to have. This is a map that if I were to start buying fields, we could drown ourselves in too much work pretty quickly. At least with the type of equipment we're running right now, it's perfect for the farm. But I feel that itch to, like, well, I could just pick up a couple more fields and, you know, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But next thing you know, I'm going to have, like, half the map. I really like the fields, though. I like how the fields right across from us here have very rolling terrain. It's just a cool feeling. I love it. Because for some reason it started you out with that many, otherwise you'd have none at all. Nice. Yeah, I definitely think that this map is going to be my limit on cows. I don't think I could run 2 series at the same time that are focused on doing animal work, especially with everything that goes into taking care of cows in general. We've been lucky so far that we don't have, you know, we're not at the dairy stage yet, so I don't have to worry about making TMR and keeping everybody fed. We're just in the pasture grazing stage right now. Aiden, welcome to the stream. Hi from Illinois. Good to see ya. Daniel Parker, always good to see you in the chat, sir. Yeah, I haven't paid much attention to the updates from MRG here, other than, like, I restarted everything here once the version 1 released. I know he's still got things that he needs to fix, and there's going to be subsequent updates later on. But I also didn't want to postpone starting the series And so, much like I'm doing on this map, I'll probably end up playing on a version that has known issues for a while. But sometimes you just gotta commit to a map and move on with life. We're almost done with this spraying, though. It's funny, is I'm almost not sure what comes next after this. Like, we've been going through spring for so long on this series. There's been so much to do. I'm gonna have to sit down and figure out what comes next on our farm here pretty soon. Oh my goodness, it's Forward Ag. Welcome to the stream, brother. Oh, good to see ya. Cyber Farmer, welcome. It's good to see you in the chat again. David Richards is in Illinois tonight picking up a backhaul. Nice. Let's adjust the microphone ever so slightly. I keep smacking my knuckle into it when I'm trying to steer here, causing me some problems. Alright, so that was the last of these contours. I think what we're going to do is start the cornfield up here and spray down towards the other side of the field. I think this is going to be our best bet. I think our driveway's been getting more spray than the field half the time. Let's get our GPS track going here. We should be able to do up and down rows a little bit easier in this field. Toby, most of the time you don't do cows, especially dairy. You get annoyed with them. Yeah. I did the beef farm on what was that? Clark Farms map, and that was a lot of fun. I'd never done beef with, or cattle, or however you want to call it, on Farm Sim, I don't think, before that, or at least I hadn't really focused on it. And so that was a lot of fun, but it was also just a lot of work, and not nearly as profitable as just the normal grain farming, I feel like. So, and yeah, Forward Ag, go ahead. I'm all for sharing sneak peeks. I would love to check out your KC 9500. In fact, I was actually messing around with the special edit of the 6000 that you sent me. So I spent a lot of time playing with that this morning. I was trying to get it hooked up to a field cultivator so that I could apply liquid fertilizer with a cultivator. It didn't go my way. And we've got the Rocky Fields mod here, and I've got 2 rocks out here on the headland still that we forgot about when we hit those with the planter, I think, last stream, and I didn't come out here and pick them up yet. They're gonna sit out here. Hopefully I remember to do it after I'm done spraying here, or else we're gonna have fun with the harvester later in the year. Yeah, Argsy, I heard you guys were back to lockdown. It sounds like a lot of parts of the world are headed that way again. Definitely no fun. Ford Ag, I actually was gonna send you a message this afternoon, and then I got super busy, but I'm gonna hit you up and see if you can tell me what I'm doing wrong, because I know you've done this on a number of different implements already, and I don't think it's a problem with your mod. I think it's the cultivator I was using and the edit that I made to it. So I will, I'll shoot you an XML file and beg for help here at some point if you can spare a few minutes to show me what I'm doing wrong. Because I would really love to run that KC 6000 along with that and mix things up, do something a little bit different. And also, I've got really cool flags on the back of that thing that need to make it into an episode here. Roy quick question. Do you need to unzip for the map to show up in game? You downloaded it but didn't, and put it in the mod folder, but you didn't unzip it yet. So this particular map, if I'm not mistaken, is one that has a bunch of mods included in the zip file along with the map, and I think it needs to get unzipped. I can't recall now because I got a special release of this that Diniz Farms sent me via Discord because it hadn't been released yet when he sent it to me. So I'm not sure how he's got that packaged up on his website right now. But essentially, if you open the zip file and you see a bunch more zip files inside of it, then you know that you need to unzip them. If you open up that zip file and you see folders and files, you probably don't need to unzip it. Yeah, there you go. People who have actually downloaded it from a public source confirm it does need to be unzipped first. So this tractor has a rock box on the front. I'm curious if it was modeled in such a way to actually hold objects. I think we're gonna test it out. Let's see. I'm gonna stop right here in front of this rock, and we're gonna see if we can put the rock in the rock box, because that would be epic. I know I can pick up the rocks. Now, this is not a problem with the Rocky Fields mod, not really a problem with the tractor mods, but this did not get set up with a collision here for the rock box, so we can't put rocks in it. So I'm gonna put these rocks kind of over here in the ditch alongside the field. Just because I know we're going to forget to come out here. And I'd rather have them sitting over here than get picked up by the harvester later in the year. So let's go ahead and get back to spraying here. I'm loving this Rocky Fields mod, though. It's so awesome. Yeah, I was really hoping. I've been talking to Thundar about some of the features that he baked into the Rocky Fields mod, because it's not just that rocks pop up. He went and put a lot of effort into some different features that you can take advantage of. So at some point here, I'm going to start taking advantage of some of those features and editing some of these mods, because adding a collision so that you could put rocks, I mean, there's decorative rocks in here, but editing this so it's an actual box that I could drop a rock into, not that hard. So that might be a fun tutorial to put together. Toby, there you go. The file's actually named Unzip Me. See, this is where, you know, I think modders are doing things to help themselves at this point, so that it doesn't get much easier than naming the file Unzip Me. I want to hand off the rock picker. All right. I have enlisted permas to help me with my project. Good times. Is it Alan Troiter? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, sir. I would love to know, because you've become something of a regular in the live streams. And so, welcome, good evening. Hope your softball game went well for you. And Godly Devil, yeah, it should be, in theory, just setting this up to have collisions, I think. Now, what you could do is actually set it up as like a container or a bucket of some kind that could have hold a fill plane. That's a little bit more advanced, but then you could have the Rocky Fields mod automatically pick up the rocks. I think that might be a bit much, but it would be cool to have the locking script on there, where you could put it in and then lock it so that they don't fall out. Alan or Trotter is what your crowd calls you. Good deal. A mod which adds a rock box to any tractor similar to a 3-point mod would be awesome. Given any tractor a rock box. That would be really hard to do though, wouldn't it? Just because they're so different. Now, I guess a lot of modders, like Carl Farms is one that I give a lot of credit to. He's got the capability of anytime you have the weight mount, but you don't have any weights on it, then you can put his saddle tanks on there. And he did that with all of his tractors, I think. So that would be something that you could take advantage of and at least hook into how he did his chemical tanks, and then build rock boxes for those same tractors. Forward Ag, it's always good to see you, sir. We'll catch you later, and I'll hit you up on Discord at some ridiculous hour of the night, I'm sure, and drop some questions out there for you. Always appreciate having you stop into the stream, sir. Yeah, it's funny is like as we come to the tail end of FS19 here, I feel like I've done enough miscellaneous editing of mods that I've got enough confidence where I want to try and make my own, but having the time, and then I like today I tried to do an edit that I thought was going to be really cool, and I spent probably 3.5 hours on it and couldn't get it to work, and now I'm just frustrated and get tired of it and move on, but we'll see. But a 3-point mod already? Oh yeah, you could do something that just attaches to the 3-point mount on a vehicle, since a lot of the tractors have the 3-point ability. That could work. It wouldn't look right though, right? I mean, it would be functional though. You could definitely do something that would work and provide a mod that a lot of people could use that way, at least. Alex, no, we typically avoid politics, religion, etc. in the stream. It tends to take us down paths that don't end well for making sure we stay in a positive mood here. This is my escape from reality. Come and hang out with people and ignore the problems of the real world as much as possible. But I appreciate you asking, sir. Only problem with that is not many American tractors have front 3 points. Exactly. And that's it'd just look kind of funny to have the 3 points. Some of them do. You can get them. I've definitely seen them, but it's just not common. This is what I'm used to. We used to have rock boxes on most of our tractors like this, I think. Helen, you're new to FS19, having to try mods and toying with them, end up not actually playing. Yeah, it's funny is I spent so much time just playing and testing mods, like not playing the game, but like, ooh, this looks like a cool mod. Let me go toss it into the game and look at it, and then I move on and get the next mod that it's often hard for me to start a new series because I spend so much time trying to find the right mods and going down that rabbit hole. So vote Pedro. Nice, David. That one's a nice one. It's funny is my wife is from Eastern Europe, and so I've been slowly trying to introduce her to more and more just miscellaneous, like, movie references and stuff. Like, me, my friends, just people in the US in general make movie references all the time, or different kinds of pop culture references, and she just doesn't get them. So we've been watching all kinds of random movies, not necessarily good movies, but random movies that are quotable. Our model, do I ever think... Oh, we're out of spray. 1 second, I'll get back to your comment. Do you ever think we'll see seed corn will come into the game where you can plant male and female? That would be interesting. I don't think Giants is going to add something with that level of complexity to the game, but that's something that, with some of the crop types and stuff that I've seen here, I'd be surprised if a modder couldn't figure out how to do that at some point. I mean, look at all the amazing stuff that Diniz Farms has pulled off with the cow feeding mechanics and stuff. It's got to be possible. Yeah, it's funny is depending on what brand of tractor, you see more and more of the European stuff kind of starting to show up here in the U.S. as well. Like, I want to say, was it the class equipment that you've got? Like the EU warning signs and stuff are still on the equipment, even though you're here in the U.S. Okay, I managed to get a little bit out of one tank, and now, there we go. I can't find the fill zone. Godly Devil, so it's funny. That's one of the few movies that she introduced me to. So I had somehow never seen Pulp Fiction, and she had, so we're going through all these different movies, and that was one that was like highly quotable, and we got to, and I was like, oh, I've never seen this. I heard a lot about it. I should probably watch this one too. And she'd already seen it, so for once she got to turn it back around on me. So you're killing me, Smalls. So that one we're gonna watch. We haven't watched that one yet, and what's the other? There's another movie similar to that. So we need to watch Sandlot was the other movie that I wanted to introduce the kids to, because I forget what it was. Somebody was doing something, and I was sitting there going, forever, and they just didn't get it. It was like, what are you talking about, Dad? I'm like, well, we got to watch more videos from my childhood, I guess. Please create or load a track first. I don't want to create or load a track. I want you to use the GPS course we were already using. Oh my goodness. There are days where GPS and I don't get along. Here we go. New course. There. Good. It's always something. What else am I missing here? Aiden Crawford, we've been running class combines for a year and got a brand new one this year, and they're green and white instead of yellow and black. Yeah. Yep. They're, which, honestly, like, as a company, I can't imagine having to maintain different body styles just based on what country you're releasing it in. Like, I would think it's got to be so much more efficient for them to have one model across the world. So we've got to, I think we're going to see more and more of that consolidation happening here as agriculture in different parts of the world gets a little bit closer. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, that's a good movie. My grandfather was into all kinds of like old westerns and stuff like that, so it was a lot of fun growing up, always watching these old westerns, and he would always have, you know, some old western book or something that he was reading, and so I've seen more of those movies than I could probably actually name because I was younger, but that's what I grew up watching. Where do you get this sprayer? Well, it's funny, we were talking about that earlier. I can't actually remember where I picked this up. Randomly on Facebook a while back. I can, when I turn around here, I'll get going on the GPS track and we'll pop open the mod folder and I'll see if there's a, what do you call it? If the modder's name is actually in the file or not. And did we just lock up again? Oh my goodness. I was just about to hit the escape key too to pop open the menu. Come on. Farm Sim is not my friend tonight. Alright, let's Let's switch this real quick. Twice in one night. Not my day. I'm gonna let this run in the background for a second so you guys can listen to the motor roaring here for a second. And hopefully it's gonna come back. But, oh, maybe I'm not because I can't actually get to anything else while that's up. Oh, how annoying. Alright, we're killing it, folks. So, let's go answer the question of where can I get this mod? Since we're out of the game here anyway. Looking for my directory here. I'm double checking that I can share my screen. Desktop. Let's play the game of what's the name of this mod? RRM Custom 3-Point Sprayer. There you go. Austin Woolard. That name's familiar. I've seen this name before. Who is Austin Woolard? He released some other things. I feel like this is like AW, you know, he probably shortens to AW modding or something like that. That's my guess, Argsy. AW modding. And so there you go. You've got as much information as I do on tracking down where this mod came from. So I would search for AW modding and see if you can track him down. We're still on Autumn Oaks here, so we're gonna go ahead and try this one more time and see when the last time we saved was. I think the autosave that's not really an autosave is going to make me very, very sad here, though. And loading. We've got too many saved games, folks. Gonna have to start cleaning things out. Yeah, that Shepherd sprayer is really cool looking, though. I've got that one installed. It's going to be on the next multiplayer server. I don't recall how wide it was, but I think it also didn't have sprayer section control, if I recall. So I'm going to just have to get used to going back to adding sprayer section control to all my sprayers again. JJo, we crashed for the second time tonight, so I might have to bite the bullet and actually update this map at some point. See if we can resolve these issues. Maybe it's not that far off. Nope. This was before we even started doing the cornfield, apparently. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I've got it in me to redo this. This is before we even did the strip over here. Oh, goodness, no. This is going to be a, let the worker do this off camera for the cornfield again. We'll do this strip one last time. This will be the third time this stream I've done this little strip right here. Not a fan. Has Giant said anything about how loud the menu music is going to be in FS22? Exactly. That, it's very unbalanced compared to other parts of the game for sure. Logan Sawyers, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what their European-based map is, or I guess it's in the Mediterranean, they said. So, is it going to be Greece or Italy? Those are the two that I've heard. Big bugs turn weeds off. I've been tempted, I won't lie. Alright, we are going to do this one. No need to repeat yourself multiple times. Brian. Which map are we on? We are on Autumn Oaks. This is the edit by Diniz Farms and has added a lot of animals, animal mechanics to the game, I'll say. Specifically, a lot around feed, and we also have calving and things like that, so... Ronator, I'm almost positive it's AW modding. I don't know that it's still posted, would probably be more likely. I don't think he's got all of the mods that he's ever released up there. In fact, last time I looked at his site, I was actually just looking at AW modding's site recently. He only had a couple of things listed on his public site, where I know he's released a lot more things. So it's likely something that he posted out and took down, or he posted it into a group at some point. I don't recall. It's a fairly well done model as well. I mean, you've got lots of detail on here, which it's impressive. He did a good job on it. I had a 3-point sprayer very similar to this that I used on the farm back in the day, which is one of the things that kind of drew me to this. Aiden Crawford's got mods under AW modding. I don't think this was an AW sprayer. And yeah, Toby, I'm with you. The in-game maps are really... I only played them long enough until the first mod created, or mod conversion came out, or map conversion came out from a previous version. Although I think I think that the US-based map this time around is going to be, you know, at least better or more palatable than last time. I actually played on Felsbrunn a lot more than I did Ravensburg for FS19. Although I really liked Goldcrest Valley when 17 came out, and maybe it was just because I didn't know that you could download mods for the first, I don't know, couple of months that I played the game. But Goldcrest Valley was pretty good. SA Farmer, I did a video tutorial on how to add section control to mods. It's a little outdated now because it's actually easier, but if you just ignore the part of the tutorial where you add the extra test section, the rest of the tutorial is pretty much straight up how you add section control. It takes all of about 15 minutes to add section control to a mod. You do have to go into Giant's Editor for a little bit of it, but it's really, really straightforward. J. Joe, have a good one. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Oh, we're missing a little bit here. We're overlapping and not getting the edges here. And I didn't realize, I haven't been playing Farm Sim that long, but I came across a map on Mod Hub here for FS19 called Westbridge. I think it was Westbridge. That I thought looked pretty good. And turns out it was a base game, at least partially a base game map in a previous version of the game. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, Gamer Guy, it's interesting. They converted a copy of Goldcrest Valley to FS19, and then Derry in the Discord server, actually, he goes by Skywalker Ag on... Oh, I can't use a helper with this sprayer. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess we are doing it manually. But Skywalker Ag, Skywalker Mods, geez, I don't remember how he's phrased his whole mod channel name here, but Derry in our staff channel, he did a edit to Goldcrest Valley that adds the Diniz Farms map enhancement project stuff to it, so all of this cool animal mechanics are on Goldcrest Valley now. So I did a live stream on that a few months back, which was a lot of fun, a lot of nostalgia given how much time I'd spent on that map when the game first came out for FS17. We're gonna set our GPS track back up here. Westbridge Hills from FS15. Yeah, Midtown was modeled after part of that map as well, which is kind of cool. Oh man, I think that the game is just trying to get me to forget about these rocks. That's what's going on here. We've taken these rocks out of the field, and now the game's trying to make me forget that because it crashed, we've got rocks in the field again. Redneck Nation, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. We're gonna remember to save a little bit more frequently here today. I did not think that it would be a 2-hour stream of spraying because I was re-spraying the same fields for the 3rd time. Oh, goodness. Yeah, it's funny, the chat is catching up with me here right as I'm jumping in to save. We all had the same thought at the same time. So, we've got a little bit of spraying going here still. Oh, my door just opened. It's magical. My wonderful wife is bringing me something better than water to drink here. Let's see if we can switch this around. Do you want to come and say hi? Let's see. You're gonna have to lean in, pretend you like me. Camera's up there. Up there. There you go. So here you go. Everybody was excited to see the toddler last week. Now you can all say hello to my amazing wife. The chat here is delayed by probably a solid 30 seconds to a minute, but we do have chat over on this one. This will be the first time she's seen one of my streams. only by participating. It's fine. Gives us something to talk about. We're spraying this field for the 3rd time tonight. So. You screwed up? No, my game keeps track. My game keeps crashing all night. So everybody is very excited to see you.
I said somebody there.
Yeah. Hermes is the one community member that's met my family now, so he's got the upper hand. He's met everybody in person in my family at this point, so. Oh, you haven't met my dog. He feels very left out. We didn't bring the dog. Adult beverages, yes. It is slightly of other colored water. We're not.
Cider.
Yes. It's just cider. It's very tasty cider, though. So, David, I am feeling well after the surgery. In fact, I just had my checkup yesterday. Got a clean bill of health. Just 2 more weeks of doing no physical activities, and I'll be back to normal. So, looking forward to that. Well, I don't think that we could get away with bringing our dog out to visit you, though, Permas. He would have too much fun. We'd never find him. But, yeah, things are going well. And we're almost done with this field. I'm excited to move on out of spring here on Autumn Oaks, that's for sure. We should get the wife set up with Farming Simulator to play with me. I don't know that she would want to play regularly, but we're going to get her set up and let her do a couple of videos and see how that goes. I've got some ideas.
I told you you're doing it all wrong. I know how.
We've got some new potato farming equipment. So my wife is from Belarus, and one of their main agricultural crops is potatoes. And so now that we've got some new equipment, we're going to have to give that a shot maybe. Alan, appreciate the $5 super chat here. Cheers to you, sir. Noah, what bale wagons do I have and where did I get them? You can't find any American ones? So the ones we're using are from the mod network. I found them and these use the easy auto load script. So let me get to the end row here, and they're right here at the end row. I'll hop off and show you what they are. So, appreciate my wife is sneaking out of frame here.
I'm just looking at the other side.
Let's go ahead and I'm gonna stop this because I can't hire a helper on this particular job. But if you come over here, so there's two different kinds of trailers. These, I like these a lot though, specifically because we had this exact baler and trailer setup on the farm where we were just standing on the back of this trailer and tossing them out there and stacking them by hand. You can also get, if I'm not mistaken, this same pack, baling equipment. You can tell how much I use the baling stuff. The baling trailer also comes with a cage. And so if you want, you can use the hay rack, or you can get the hay cage, and that particular baler for the small bales is just gonna pitch them back here. And I actually saw one of these on the road just a couple miles from us here this week. So it's kind of cool to, you know, actually see something that you have the mod for in game on the road. And so, yeah, this is on Mod Network. So if you just take a look for them, and you should be able to find them. That's Toby Neal. That's cruel to the wife. She's the one that has all the potato farming experience, so we'll get her all set up and it'll be good to go. Potatoes is universally, or not universally, but mostly considered the one of the worst things to do in farm sim. It's very painful.
I think that is actually very true to real. But I'm pretty sure that there is no special mod here that we have a special. You remember you've seen that cucumber thingy? I don't know how to describe it. Can you grow cucumbers here?
We cannot grow most vegetables are not possible here, unfortunately.
Need to find the picture of that I showed you.
Yeah.
Show everybody how actually cucumber combining works.
What needs to set up and become a part-time potato farming YouTube on Farming Simulator? Nice. We're just gonna start making videos of her garden. She's got a pretty large garden in the back of the house. She's doing more real-life farming than I am. This is true. We joke we have a garden, but really it's just a deer feeding lot, so they can come and get some food.
Every single night.
Yeah, we've got the Sputnik mods. Robin actually posted a link to those on the Discord server Tuesday, maybe? And then, is it Glibby joined the server after that? The modder who actually made the potato packs. So he seemed like a pretty cool dude. And I'm excited to have some modern US style potato equipment. It's enough to get me wanting to go and run potatoes again on another farm, so we'll have to see that. There's also some good sugar beet equipment now, I think. The Amity stuff got released. Gilby? Is it Gilby? I said Glibby, didn't I? Man, it's pretty close. What's my job during the day? Farmer? No, I did farm maybe 25 years ago. But currently, I'm on, what do I call it, a sabbatical. So I'm doing YouTube mostly as my professional career right now for the last few months. We jumped out of the real job end of June. So that's been an exciting transition for me. Before that, I was the Chief Technology Officer for a small software company. Yeah, Alan, that would have been Robin here. that posted those in the chat here, I think, last stream. But Gilby's the modder that put those together, and he's been a pretty cool dude. He joined the Discord server here a few days ago, and he's been pretty active, so... They want to know if you want to drive the sprayer. Technically, you can use the steering wheel. I'm using GPS, so it goes in straight lines, because otherwise I go very crooked.
So I don't know, it's like how I can take over just like sitting here and watching.
Well, when you get to the end, you have to actually turn around.
I've seen you using that.
I've been using the
keyboard.
ASD keys to steer because I'm lazy when I'm talking to the stream.
What's the difference when you use the keyboard versus
I'm a PC gamer. I've been doing that more than using the steering wheel. There's no real major difference.
If you're a real life farmer, you're supposed to use the steering
That's the
wheel all
goal.
the time.
I'm trying to break the habit. I actually moved the keyboard out of my reach one stream a few streams back.
I can stand from the other side and just slap you every time you're trying to do something there.
The gamer guy, that's where my knowledge of mods and farm sim comes from. A little bit. My background has helped me. The combination of real life farming and software engineering has definitely helped out. But yeah, I could not do American Truck Simulator on a keyboard. That was too hard. That's one game that I do exclusively with the steering wheel for sure. Yeah, Alan, that was I did tell that story on stream, didn't I? When you go to the doctor's office, they ask you what you do. And in this case, oh, we're going to have a green screen failure. He asked me what I do, and it was, you know, you're like, well, I'm a content creator. I make videos on YouTube, and he just didn't understand. Noah, you're looking for the big square bales. I typically just use the ones from the Anderson DLC when I do square baling. I like to use the auto load style trailers for that. Oh no, we're in a menu. So we got to fill up the herbicide here real quick, and then we'll see how this goes. Hop in the buddy seat. All right, we'll get it filled up because this thing is kind of a pain to get turned back on. There's a bug with the sprayer, so that's gonna be a little harder to explain. But I'll get it filled up here, and then we'll see how it goes. Well, there goes all those tanks. Maybe we won't get it filled up. We filled from so many different sides at this point that there's like a gallon left in each tank. I don't think I'm quite close enough here. Be a good time to save. Thank you, Toby. That is accurate, given how many times the game has crashed tonight. Many times. Come on, load. Oh, there we go. It's finally loading. All right. So let's get this thing back out of the yard here and see if I can set the sprayer back up and get it turned on, because that's the part that always causes a little bit of problems. Probably should have got it out here before unfolding it. There we go. Now, is it gonna start spraying? It is. All right, here we go. I don't know if I can get out on this side.
How do you drive?
Nope, just you got a gas pedal and a steering wheel. There you go. Now you're spraying. My lighting is not set up to have extra heads in screen. So, as a farmer, do I play games all day and post the videos? No, not exactly. I've got a few other things going on, including 2 kids that require being driven around all the time. And so that takes up the bulk of my day right now. Yesterday I spent just over 5 hours in the car. But I do record videos and post those, and I do get paid for content. YouTube pays you for ad revenue. So it's not enough to quit your day job for sure. Do not recommend it, but it has been a good break from the corporate life for me for the last few months. And it's given me some free time to work on some other personal projects. But yeah, she's doing good. We haven't crashed into anything, and we're more or less driving straight here.
I'm trying.
So we'll get to the end row and see how she does turning around. So the B key on the keyboard is going to turn your sprayer off. So when you get up here, now,
But
yep,
this
that's
one
already
has
been
already
sprayed.
sprayed.
Yep.
Okay.
Now get down there to the end, and let's see how it goes. Perma's my wife needs to take over for my driving. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Nope. Oh,
can it go back?
turn the sprayer off for a second. Yeah, no. So back up is the clutch pedal, because the brake pedal's too hard. Hit the yeah, all the way over. There you go. Would it be easier for you to be inside the tractor cab?
No. That would be real.
Godly double, better than Kedrick drives, exactly. I can admit to that.
I tell him that every day in the car. He doesn't believe me.
There you go. You got your sprayer on, and away she goes. Yeah, Alan, my oldest is 16, and we're trying to get him to get a driver's license.
I don't know.
We've even offered to buy him a car if he gets a driver's license, but he's just not there yet, so.
I'm not sure we are there yet. Just to trust you.
This is true too. But Ryan, the 4-year-old, he can do better. It's funny. So I set my 4-year-old up with Farm Sim, and he actually harvested 2 entire fields all by himself with the combine, dumped it into the trucks, the whole 9 yards. It wasn't the best job, you know, and if Livin was in the chat, he'd definitely have been a bit triggered by how many spots got missed, but I was impressed for 4 years old to be able to do the whole thing on his own. So, Alan, can you take the car off her? Exactly. I mean, we want him to succeed, and he's got a lot of activities. He's very active. He's got a job now in the summer, which has been great. You want to encourage your teenager to have a job. You just don't want to have to drive him to said job every day.
You know, it's like the summer is not the worst. The part that I don't like is winter when he has the swimming activity starting at like 6 or 5:30.
Yeah, 5 a.m. Who wants to get up at 5 a.m.? I love my kids, but come on.
Not 5 a.m.
Not 5 a.m. All right, now here's the real struggle. We're going to see if she can manage to avoid hitting the fence without missing any of the crops.
Well,
I'm trying to...
hit the microphone. Does it count?
Yeah, no. Get this out of your way a little bit. She doesn't sit quite in the same position that I do, so I'll have to rewatch this later, see how the audio is. Where's the silage pit, Ryan? I'm not sure. There's a silage pit here behind us, but it's kind of a small one. Most of the silage type operations are going to be done in the harvest stores. See where the wheels are? It's hard with these tanks. Normally you can see the wheels here. Is it easier to drive when you're in the front like this?
No.
We're trying to mess her up. I want her to crash into the fence. Good deal. You're liking this new spraying style? Yeah, I'm not sure we're getting the appropriate amount of chemical on per acre here right now.
Okay. Just straighten it out. Was almost there.
There's a slightly cheaty method.
Okay.
Your wheels are now centered. See the silver thing? It goes 1.5 times around.
So Why did you wait for that long to tell me that?
Because it's more fun. You're missing a whole bunch over there.
Just a little
Send her a little too far on that correction. Yeah, there you go, Perma. Oh, thanks, Godly. Can the 4-year-old have a channel, Ryan? Well, no, there's some rules on YouTube against letting kids have channels, and I really don't want to have to get into all of that. Plus, he would just have too much fun with it. He's not at a point where we try to keep him from being on the computer for that much, so... But, yeah, this is the new hired help. I was tired of spraying the same field multiple times tonight, so this works out really well. And, yeah, I'm surprised. I was expecting at least a little bit of a love tap on the fence there, so...
They're still not done.
But
I don't know. It's like Mac's been playing, actually, and like pretending he's making YouTube videos.
yeah, so that's been the latest thing is my kid plays with X. My kid was playing with one of his friends, and they started pretending to make YouTube videos. And so they got their little table out, and they set everything up, and they're sitting there, and back up to the farm. And go down the road over here, though. And so it's funny to watch him pretend, you know, because they sat up on the table, and he was like, "Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel, everybody." It was hilarious. We're gonna turn the hazard lights on because
I'm a hazard.
the oversteer is real here. Official crash counter, Mrs. K0, Mr. K100 plus. Exactly. Farming Nation, yes, this is my life. That was your road. Turn around.
Just around?
Yep, she finally came down to check out a stream, and so we're
I was here
letting
before,
her
but you
practice
just...
the driving. Yeah, she came last week, right towards the end of the stream, and we quit early because of technical difficulties, so... Here, let's try something new for you here real quick. There you go. Now you're in cab, see? You can see the wheels
doing this to me?
It's more like driving a real car. So just head down that road. Back up to the farm. I find that it's easier when you're driving to a destination to be in cab, so. Buck, who needs a road? We've got fields for days. Yeah, I thought we would avoid the Dukes of Hazzard approach to getting back up to the farm. Yeah, Ryan, actually, if you look at my Facebook page for the channel, he actually did a little video. He wanted me to record him, and I ended up uploading it to the Facebook page. So if you, yeah, take a left. If you check out my Facebook page, there's a video of my 4-year-old sitting at his computer talking about Farm Sim.
Ooh.
Yeah, crop destruction is on. No, it's too small. You can't hurt anything.
Is it a challenge?
Yeah. You mean she doesn't lurk off of a tablet and spy on you during my streams? No, I think Farm Sim is probably not that interesting. Yeah,
right?
Just right up there. Mrs. Kedrick, the new owner of Kedrick Farm.
Okay.
There you go. You can park it anywhere. In the grass, in the middle of the road. It's good.
I'm parking on my farm. Whatever. Okay.
We're gonna switch back out here real quick. So there you go. A little bit of a cameo experience here from Mrs. Kedrick Farms. Getting everything wound down here for the stream. We got our job done despite multiple game crashes. And yeah, we managed not to crash anymore tonight. So I think the crash counter is going to end at 2 tonight. Let me bump it up one more time just to see what the official count is tonight. Yep, we were at 2, so not too bad. Count this episode, Mrs. K0, Ketter 2 for crashing into things. Gotta give her another task. It's fun to watch her drive. Exactly. So with that, I think we're gonna wrap up the live stream tonight, folks. We got everything we set out to do done. We're gonna make sure that the game saves this time and see if I can figure out why my game keeps crashing on us. That's definitely been no fun. Appreciate everyone coming and hanging out tonight in the stream.
You're
it was
welcome.
a lot of fun. And everybody got a chance to meet Mrs. Ketter Farms here, so that was a lot of fun as well. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening, and we'll talk to you all on Tuesday in the live stream at 9 p.m. Eastern Time as normal. That's all for today. Ketter out.